You're watching TAG TV.
Good evening, welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Sushma Swaraj. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Friday, the 28th of September. Indian Prime Minister inaugurates event to mark surgical strike anniversary. Pakistani Christians demand equal rights, abolition of blasphemy laws. And Nepal's Prime Minister Oli addresses UN General Assembly. And now for all the details. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday inaugurated a military exhibition in northwestern Jodhpur city to mark the second anniversary of the surgical strikes carried out by the Indian Army. On September 29, 2016, the Indian Army carried out surgical strikes on terrorist launch pads across the de facto border in Pakistan.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Friday inaugurated an exhibition at the military station in northwestern Jodhpur city to mark the second anniversary of the surgical strikes carried out by the Indian Army. After signing a message paying homage to the martyrs, the Prime Minister took a round of the exhibition showcasing combat capabilities of the Indian Army. On 29 September 2016, the Indian Army carried out surgical strikes on 7 terrorist launch pads across the line of control in Pakistan. It was a direct response to a militant attack on an army camp in Uri that killed 19 soldiers. The Prime Minister also paid floral tributes to the martyrs at the Konark War Memorial. The surgical strikes had taken place following Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's warning that those India held responsible would not go unpunished. India has long accused Pakistan of backing militants to mount attacks on Indian soil. Pakistan, however, denies the allegations.
At least 26 stranded people were airlifted on Thursday morning by the Indian Air Force as rescue operations continued for the 4th day in snow-marooned areas of India's northern Himachal Pradesh province.
The Indian Air Force on Friday resumed its rescue operation on the 4th day, airlifting 26 people from the snow-hit areas of India's northern Himachal Pradesh. The Indian Air Force and local administration have been working on war footing to rescue tourists and locals trapped in isolated regions of the hilly province.
आज चौथे दिन जो पहली फ्लाइट हुई है उसमें छतड़ू और छोटा दाड़ा के एरिया को कवर किया गया है, जिसमें टोटल 26 लोग लाए गए हैं, सारे के सारे इंडियंस हैं। तो अब तक टोटल टैली है वो हमारे पास 136 की है, जिसमें से 110 लोग जो इंडियंस को एयरलिफ्ट किया गया है और 26 लोग फॉरेनर्स हैं।
ये छोटा दारा विलेज पड़ता है, वहाँ पे एक गेस्ट हाउस था, वहाँ पे हमने स्टे किया। वहाँ पे राशन भी बहुत खत्म होने वाला था, ठीक है, कम से कम 50 बंदे वहाँ पे स्टे कर रहे थे और 95% दिल्ली के ही थे।
Heavy rains and snowfall in the past few days have paralyzed normal life in the hilly province known for tourism. Besides, landslides triggered by rains have also reportedly blocked over 200 roads in the region.
Indian Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj on Thursday held bilateral meetings with world leaders on the sidelines of UNGA in New York. She also attended the ministerial meeting of SAARC and BRICS nations to enhance ties.
Indian Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj met her Japanese and Syrian counterparts on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly in New York on Thursday. Swaraj first met with Japan's Foreign Minister Taro Kono to further strengthen bilateral ties. They also discussed preparations for Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Japan later this year. During a meeting with Syria's Foreign Minister Walid al-Moallem, both the leaders discussed regional and global issues of mutual interest. Swaraj also attended the informal South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation or SAARC ministerial meeting. During the meeting, she said terrorism remains the single largest threat to peace and stability in South Asia and across the world. She called for regional cooperation to achieve economic development and prosperity in the region. Swaraj also attended the BRICS ministerial meeting on Thursday on the margins of the UNGA. The meeting was attended by foreign ministers of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa, the 5 member nations of the grouping. The leaders during the meeting exchanged views on matters of security, economy and politics.
Moving on. Pakistani Christians recently staged a demonstration in Geneva and raised the issue of persecution of minority communities and the misuse of blasphemy laws by Pakistan. They blamed Christians live in continuous danger of being persecuted by the blasphemy law in Muslim-majority Pakistan.
Pakistani Christians living in Europe and the United Kingdom gathered in Geneva and demanded justice and equal rights for the minorities in Pakistan. Holding placards, they carried out a protest march towards a UN building in Geneva to make people aware about the persecution of Christians and other minorities in Pakistan by the state and non-state actors. The protesters also raised the issue of kidnapping, forced conversion and forced marriages of young women from the minority communities.
It is a social persecution, it is economic persecution, and at the moment what the condition in Pakistan is of the minorities and in particular the Christians, that they have been made to believe that they are not equal human beings, they are not equal citizens.
कि उनको उठा लिया जाता है, किडनैप किया जाता है, जोर ज़बरदस्ती से फिर उनका मज़हब तब्दील किया जाता है और उन्हें मजबूर कर दिया जाता है कि वो इस्लाम को कबूल करें। अगर तो वो कबूल कर लेती हैं, किसी के साथ मुस्लिम के साथ शादी कर लेती हैं या मिसयूज्ड होती हैं, फिर तो वो ज़िंदा रह सकती हैं। लेकिन अगर वो उस बात को नहीं मानती तो फिर मार दी जाती हैं।
The protesters also demanded abolition of strict blasphemy laws which are often misused against minority communities in the Muslim-majority Pakistan. They demanded the UN should raise the issues frequently when Pakistan submits its periodic reports to its committee.
Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli on Friday addressed the 73rd United Nations General Assembly in New York and shared his government's goals so far. He said his country has laid the foundation towards creating an egalitarian and just society where all citizens are treated equally.
Nepalese Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli on Thursday addressed the 73rd United Nations General Assembly or UNGA in New York and shared his vision for prosperous and happy Nepal. In his address, Oli said his nation has laid the foundation towards creating an egalitarian and just society where all citizens are treated equally and receive equal protection and opportunities. He added Nepal has undergone historic political transformation since 2006.
Our foreign policy guides us to maintain amity with all and enmity with none. It has shaped our independent outlook on global issues which we consider on merit basis.
Nepal has been embroiled in political instability since the decade-long Maoist conflict ended in 2006 and the monarchy was abolished 2 years later. Oli, who was sworn in as the 41st Prime Minister of Nepal early this year, had earlier said he will promote peace, stability and development in the Himalayan nation. Oli was also expected to boost Nepal's ties with neighbouring India and China from the day he joined the office.
More on news from Nepal. Rajendra Mehto, the leader of Nepal's Rashtriya Janata Party, on Wednesday warned that the failure of constitution amendment will be another catastrophe in the country. The political party has been demanding amendment in the citizenship certificate and more rights to the provincial governments in Nepal.
Leader of Rashtriya Janata Party Nepal or RJPN, Rajendra Mahato has warned that the failure of constitution amendment would be another catastrophe for it. Mahato, while addressing the parliament on Thursday, warned of the catastrophe that could rise for the constitution like that of previous ones. A previous attempt of amendment in the constitution had failed, lacking a clear majority of 2/3 in the previously dissolved parliament in 2017.
ऐसे ही कान में तेल डाल करके बैठे रहेगी सरकार और औचित्य और आवश्यकता इसको कभी नहीं दिखाई देगा तो इससे पहले 6 संविधान देश में बन चुका है। ये 7वां संविधान है। 6 संविधान का जो दुर्गति हुआ 7वां संविधान का ही दुर्गति हो जाएगा। लेकिन हमें दुख होगा क्योंकि इस संविधान को पाने के लिए संघीय लोकतांत्रिक गणतंत्र को स्थापना करने के लिए बहुत कुर्बानी देना पड़ा है।
RJPN has always demanded amendment in the citizenship certificate and providing more rights to the provincial governments in Nepal. The Madhesi party claims to represent the interests of inhabitants of the southern Terai region who are mostly of Indian origin and are called Madhesis.
A numismatist in southern India has put to display his unique collection of ancient coins and currency notes from India and several other countries. The exhibition aims to raise awareness among the people about their heritage through the collection of currency.
A numismatist in India's southern Kalaburgi, Ayazuddin Patel, opened his gallery on the occasion of World Tourism Day on Thursday to display his unique and intriguingly large collection of coins and currency notes from ancient kingdoms of India. His collections also contain coinage from pre- and post-independence India, Victorian era, and even the currency from European and American countries. Patel, who works as an artist and a photographer for a living, developed this hobby of collecting coins over a period of 25 years, and to boost his collection, he travelled to 24 different countries.
आज 275 कंट्री का कलेक्शन मेरे पास। मैं दुनिया में आज नियर अबाउट 24 कंट्रीज़ को मैंने विज़िट किया। उसमें से अमेरिका हो, लंदन हो, ग्रीस हो, तुर्की हो, रशिया हो और अल्बानिया हो, बोस्निया हो, हर कंट्री को जाना, पैसा कलेक्शन करना, अपने पेट को मार कर, ये हॉबी ऐसी चीज़ है।
Patel, who works as an artist and a photographer for a living, developed this hobby of collecting coins over a period of 25 years. And to boost his collection, he has travelled to 24 different countries. The exhibition was aimed at creating awareness among the people about their heritage through the collection of currency. Collection of coins and currency notes is an intriguing hobby, especially in a country like India, which has seen a large number of rulers and kingdoms and an unstable history.
A 4-day-long cultural festival was organized recently in India's northern Shimla town, during which artists enthralled visitors with rich cultural and traditional performances. The event was aimed at attracting tourists towards the hill town and expose them to the local food, art and culture.
A scintillating mix of culture, folk, music, dance and food was at display during the summer festival held recently in India's hill town of Shimla. The local artists hailing from different sections of the society showcase a rich cultural heritage of the region through different performances. The 4-day-long gala witnessed the participation of locals, tourists and foreign nationals. The Shimla Summer Festival is being organized annually since 1960s to attract the tourists towards the hill town and expose them to the traditional heritage of the region. The event also provides a platform to young local artists to exhibit their talent before the national and international audiences.
We were unknown about this festival today, but we have visited Shimla, I think it was 25 years before. We were for the first time here in Shimla, so it was a very nice experience to be here again. So we are very surprised about this festival and we are very happy to watch this festival so we can tell our friends and our family and our country what we have seen here in Shimla.
बहुत enjoyable है, बहुत बढ़िया है, बहुत साउंडफुल है, बहुत जोरदार है और एटमॉस्फेयर भी आज का बहुत डिफरेंट है और बहुत जोरदार है, झकास है, हमारी गुजराती भाषा में झकास.
A fashion show was also organized during the fest by students of Shimla APG University that grabbed the eyeballs of the audience. The participants displayed traditional attires worn in different provinces of India and other countries like Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan and Zimbabwe.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on southasianewsline.com. You can also visit us on facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time next week. Have a great weekend. Good night.